welcome back to today's message, and let's just start right off with a nice deep breath. And bring your awareness into your heart and feel your presence, going back to a little replay of yesterday of the message I've gotten over and over and over. There's not a lot you have to do. It's your presence. It's your presence. It's your presence. So if we're all here, feeling our presence, that isness, that neutrality, that heart space, that pure consciousness, not trying to think too much, then we create extra magic together. So we're always creating magic, and it just amplifies when we're all in that state of presence. So beautiful. Anyway, okay. Now, today's message is really going to be about this beautiful dance, the bunny hop. And I get certain songs in my head repeatedly over the years that kind of mean something to me. You might have certain patterns you see. I have certain patterns that have just been, we'll say, my own way of communicating with creation intuitively, and just a lot of fun too. So this bunny hop is all about saying yes to new experiences. And we'll say different experiences that we hop through. And as we're hopping through all different experiences, it's like some of them are brand new in a way, and some of them are going back into the old. Like yesterday's message about, how do I discern where it's coming from? Is it coming from the ego, or is it coming from myself? And sometimes and always, it's okay that we're going back into old things that kind of come from the ego, and then we go, oh, that's what that was. Oh, that was old energy. That was an old pattern. Because it's absolutely beautiful. Because when we go back into that, we go, oh yeah. It's like reminder, clarity, and whatever the old energy was that kind of drew us back into it. It comes up, we see it in that clarity, in the light of our awareness, it clears out, it moves out. And then the next time it comes around, we're like, there it is. Yeah, nah, I don't really need to do that anymore. Let's breathe and feel. If there's anything left within me, you can just leave now, because I'm done. So it's very beautiful whether we're going back into kind of old patterns. And of course, at times we are called back into those old scenarios to clear things out. And then more and more and more, newer things come, things we've never done. Even we'll say past lives or this lifetime. And either which way, whatever we step into, it is bringing up old energy. For even the kind of like newer stuff, we'll say it's like you're merging out of the old energy as you're simultaneously merging into the new energy. You could call your whole awakening and embodiment like one big portal that we're going into, because it is actually, on the whole overview, it's one big merging out of old and merging into new, and a whole bunch of little bitty merging out of old and merging into new. So even as we step into more and more and more new, there's going to be little bits of old energy that kind of gets squeezed out. So this bunny hop, I'll share again the example of when I started my first website, 2017, I think, 16, 17, and how we hop forward and bring our awareness, our consciousness into it. It's that it starts with a yes, I will do this. But how many times do people think, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I am God also. I'm going to show up tomorrow and I'm not going to react or whatever. So it starts with your yes. Okay, yes, I'm going to do this action or this, or I welcome forth this type of experience into my life. I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready for more open-hearted friendships. I'm ready for a romantic relationship. I'm ready for a new job. I'm feeling like something else, or just some other hobby or enjoyment. We welcome these things forward, often consciously, sometimes not. They just show up. But that's a start. The second step is taking our awareness into it physically, our consciousness, our presence, And then we touch into it. We move a little energy here and there. And then after that, we kind of step back. Unless it's all just flowing super easy. And the example I had shared about my first website was just touching, you Google, okay, here's, the different website services. I'm not really sure about which one. All right, guys, take care of it. Guys, higher levels, energy, family, whatever. Take care of it. This is what I'm commanding energy to do for me, you could say. Take care of this. I'm not sure about, I got all these options. You guys take care of it. Put it in linear order and bring it to me. What about all this stuff over here? How am I going to do this? I'm going to need a microphone. I'm going to need a laptop. I don't know. You guys take care of it for me. With this time of the website, I found myself going to Costco, buying a laptop kind of hastily, a cheap one, and then coming home. And Yesh was going, MacBook, MacBook, MacBook. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much money. And then, of course, I always acquiesce to my higher levels, not to other people's egos. So when you hop forward, you bring your consciousness in, it's going to stir up all sorts of energies. It's going to bring forth in you whatever is not in alignment with that creation. You've chosen it. Energy is going to serve you first and foremost by clearing out the gunk. And this is where people get a little iffy, because it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. Common sense, human sense would say, let's move forward, move forward, move forward. But we touch lightly and then we hop back. And, I've talked to a lot of people who at times they have these beautiful creations. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or this is what I'm being guided to do, but it's not working, and, blah, 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 whatever. And it's like they kind of hop forward, but they never hop back. It's like a watched pot never boils, right? And so what I find is you just let it go. It's very much like the movement videos I've been planning on making. I had that on my, we'll say, list of things to do for several months now. I hopped forward, I touched on it, and I've hopped back, and I'm like, all right, maybe someday this is going to happen, but it's just not feeling easy. I'm not feeling the inspiration that inspired, okay, it's time to do this yet. And if I'm not feeling that, I can feel that if I go into it, I'm forcing. And it's interesting because when you're really in a whole new life and you jumped into the frying pan and it's like, all right, this is it. This is what we're doing, whether you consciously chose that originally or not. It's touching every area of your life. So it's like, the example I'll share is with my life last summer. It was a whole bunch of new friendships, and then new romantic relationship, and then new work stuff. And then my daughter asking to move home is another thing. Hey, can I come and live with you? And so that was so we got all these different categories going on. And okay, what's me? Okay, yes, 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 let's go. And then so you hop over here and then you hop back. The important part is completely disengaging, letting it go, not thinking about it, not wondering about it, not getting hooked into the thoughts, the stories, letting all the energy release away from you and realign for you. So you hop in here and then you hop out. And then for me, in that case, I hopped over here and hopped out, hop over here, hop out, hop over here, hop out. Meanwhile, I'm here in presence, and the last couple months have been very busy energetically because the old energy that got stirred up is like blah, 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 family stuff, daughter, grandma, mom, rah, rah, rah. And then there's, romantic relationships. Oh, do we want one? Or, all these old programs about relationships, beliefs, even old aspects got stirred up. Anything that was not completely and utterly dissolved, it's all going to get purified for us. How great. And then over here, work. Well, what about the movement videos? What about this? Do we want to keep doing, And so as I hop back, oftentimes, if I've stirred up all these categories, it's like a big swirl. And it's like my old house, I had a pool and it would look crystal clear. Oh, beautiful water. You see the waves. And then you go and you vacuum that little bit of scuzz on the bottom, and all of a sudden the whole pool is all murky. And that's kind of what it's like. So it takes that trust, of course, with the flexibility. It's been a big theme for us. And so you just allow it all to, and I find for me then what I like to hop into is a lot of presence, a lot of quietness in the heart, watching all these things that got stirred up till they all just start to dissolve away. Because as we don't feed them, as we don't engage with the thoughts, hook into the thoughts, we can look at each one and say, okay, is there anything more I should really do right now? Ask yourself. No. Then you just, we'll say, make a firm choice like, all right, that's that. Breathe and feel, stay in presence, stay in your heart. And then what I like to jump into in those times is, well, since we're not really doing anything with this now, like, what sounds like fun? Going for walks every day has been my thing lately. A lot of times in winter, it might be like daily yoga and just saying, I'm going to get up every morning, do this, and just that's going to be a nourishing thing to move some energy inside of me since I've stirred up all the energy out there. And of course, we usually go through a lot of body transformation then because we're reconfiguring energy from the inside out right down to the DNA. All that integration happens inside, outside. And then whatever it might be for you, little TV time, little music, singing, dancing, walking, playing, blah, blah, blah. But so hop forward, hop back, and then hop, hop, hop. And usually then it's just pew. And I've had times where, I just hop back. I'm a natural hop backer. I love to just sit in presence. I don't mind. If I don't leave my house, I could probably stay in here for weeks on end without leaving if I had to. It'd be like, it's pretty fun. I got movies and music if I need entertainment. But there's times where I've just totally let it go so completely. And then it's just like, whew, you just sail through it with such ease because all the energy has purified, realigned, and it's like the red carpet's just rolled out for you. So we'll take a deep breath with that. And the bunny hop, it absolutely relates. Even if you're not doing a lot of change per se in your life, you are, because you're not in patterns anymore. So it's different for you, whether it really is just the things you're touching upon are, once again, learning how to have a little routine, taking a shower, maybe putting on some makeup like I did today, or, your nails, whatever, taking care of your body, interacting with family members, interacting with people even interacting with your home, the yard, whatever. That's still touching upon areas because until all that stuff gets cleared out, we really don't feel called to start something new often, because it's like we got to get all this other stuff cleaned up till that's all crystal clear, and then we have like that portal, more and more new stuff that we're always, this portal of awakening where it's like we're always merging out of the old and merging more and more into new. It's not one thing that happens over many linear years with many little portals, little deaths, little births, big deaths, big births, and then this overall of transformation of old life, new life. So good luck with your bunny hops. I hope you enjoy and fully enjoy the downtime, the hopping back, because the hopping back always feels like funky. But, whatever you can do to enjoy it, because remembering that all the energy is realigning for you. The clearing is really happening for you. The realigning is happening for you. It's too easy at times for our mind to allow the total relaxation and letting go. But the challenge really is lately a lot for myself. I notice a lot of mass consciousness noise. I feel like it's gone to this I've been feeling this like pop coming, sort of, I call it, like a volcano that's ready to erupt. So when it's got that extra pressure, at times it's easier to get sort of caught up in the thoughts and the thinking and the stories, whatever it might be, whatever mind chatter. So the more we can stay here, going back to yesterday's video, it's all about the presence. It does all the energy work for us. So find your enjoyment, whatever it may be, and enjoy your dance. All right, thank you so much. We'll end with one more deep breath. And thank you for being here. Namaste.